Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Spinning away. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. 2
runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to pump this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Play action, now it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks. to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Shotgun now for Lance. He can't get him down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Runs through the contact, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a game of 10, and the Buccaneers first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tyler Johnson, 43 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Lance again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and 7. Now a carry for Bernard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Brady now on 1st down. And he finds Gronk. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And one more time. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
49-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Lance escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 26 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Gold for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it won't.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. They'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Lance now on first down. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We're giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. On
play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Second and 2. Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Here's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And
he works free. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flushed out right. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Niners have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle. The end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 27, Lance escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Flush to his right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Fights through him. Still fighting for more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Brady's throw there complete, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He drops it off for Bernard, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown! Tyler Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Lance and the Niners down by a field goal, 1:13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. Pass complete, Samuel. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation,
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Watching this one right here who gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by a field goal. 20 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
To throw is Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.